Hello, my name is Gary with HaveFunWithScience.com, and today's presentation is on how to make yogurt. To make yogurt from scratch, you first need to get some starter. I use some plain yogurt I got from the grocery store. But if you're serious about making yogurt, you might want to get a starter pack at a health food store, because you would want an abundant supply of probiotic microorganisms to make the highest quality yogurt. Now, after you have successfully made your yogurt, you can set some of that aside for the starter in your next batch. If you get your starter yogurt at the grocery store, it is important to only use plain yogurt, nothing else. The next thing you do is add the milk to each rounded teaspoonful of yogurt to each 8-ounce glass. Make sure you add the milk and your starter yogurt to sterile glasses, because you don't want any uninvited bacteria growing in your yogurt. Now you need a heat source. A yogurt maker works great. However, I'm using a food dehydrator, which also seems to work just as well. You need a temperature of 105 to 110 degrees to make a robust environment for the bacteria to multiply. Also, don't forget to cover your yogurt to keep the heat from escaping. You will need at least 8 to 10 hours for the yogurt to coagulate and ferment sufficiently enough to be considered yogurt. And that's only after the temperature has got up to 110 degrees. I took the milk and the yogurt out of the refrigerator and then placed the refrigerated milk and yogurt on the food dehydrator as a heat source. So I needed even more than 8 hours. My yogurt probably wasn't done until 12 or 13 hours have passed. Yogurt is a type of cultured milk, and it is thickened into a custard-like consistency by acid-forming bacteria. And those bacteria are Lactobacillus acidophilus, Lactobacillus bulgaricus, and Streptococcus thermophilus. These bacteria are referred to as probiotic, which means that yogurt is a substance that contains beneficial microorganisms. Now, when the probiotic bacteria are allowed to incubate for 8 to 10 hours at 110 degrees Fahrenheit, and incubate in this case means to allow the microorganisms to grow in a controlled environment, the milk begins to coagulate and ferment. And coagulate means to thicken the milk or curdle it. And ferment means the bacteria produces a small amount of alcohol in the yogurt. When the bacteria coagulate and ferment the milk into yogurt, the milk sugar called lactose converts into lactic acid. Fermentation is used to help preserve certain dairy products, such as yogurt, because the lactic acid formed in the yogurt is inhospitable to various bacteria that would otherwise hasten the spoilage of the milk if it was not transformed into yogurt. Fermentation was a very important process used to preserve dairy products, especially in an era before refrigeration was invented. You will know when the yogurt is ready for refrigeration when it has reached a custard-like consistency. By the way, the higher the fat content in the milk, the thicker the yogurt will become. One more thing. When covering the yogurt with foil, it's good to do that after the yogurt's finished and not beforehand. You put the foil on it, then it goes in the refrigerator. You don't put the foil on it after you put the milk in the cup and the starter in the cup, because with the foil on the yogurt, the food dehydrator can get to a temperature above what it would take to make the yogurt and thus destroy the bacteria. And if you destroy the bacteria, you're not going to make the yogurt. So, with the food dehydrator, use a lid with vents so that the excess heat can escape through the lid, and keep the temperature of the yogurt to around 110 to 115 degrees so that the bacteria and the starter can multiply and make all the milk yogurt. Have a good day.